Hello YouTubers, welcome to this new tutorial about the Janome MOD 200. I already said in the two previous videos that MOD is just a series and 200 is because it has 200 stitches. It has two alphabets. It has special characters. You can see them at the bottom. Okay, today we're gonna give it a small overlook again about the parts of the machine and the basic functions. Here we have the outlets. Here we can go on and off. Sorry, this one over there, this one is for the pedal. That you can use it when you're using it. You are not able to use this one over here. That one is a start stop button, and that's the best way to do when you're doing any of those decoration or decorative stitches. Okay, in this part you can go faster, mid, or very slow on sewing. Here you get the stitches. You can get one here and in there. So if you're looking for 19 or you're looking for 29, it's two there. Over here it tells you how big the stitch is in length, 5 centimeters, I think that is, and 1 centimeter in height, or the difference the other direction. Here you can make the stitches up or down. It has an up and a down. Over there what it says MOD, you have to move it and it tells you from that. You can see it says MOD 2, MOD 8, and there is the MOD 1. So if you want to do some sewing and you want to use any of those stitches, it has to be in MOD 2. MOD 1 or mode 1 is for regular stitches. At one point you can leave them, all of them on, but then you will know which one is the one that you're selecting. Okay, this is a drop bobbin. It's right over there. Over here it has all the guides that you need to be able to thread the machine. Over there it got the main spool, and this one extra, this one is when you're using twin needles. Over here it gives you even the guide how to do your bobbin, how to put on the thread on the bobbin. Okay, this machine, it has a lock stitch also. This is the lock stitch over here, sorry, and this one is the reverse. Start stop is to be able to do some sewing without having to use the pedal. Okay, the machine is ready. Let's do number we're gonna be doing number 20. Actually number 19. So it's in 0. This is number 19. You got one here. It's a combination of both. 19. Okay, then we're gonna be pressing start. Here you only guide the okay, there it goes. All the stitches work the same way. You just press number 1 and number 2. That's in mode 1. Now we're gonna move it to mode 2 to make it to become the rear decorative stitch. Mode 2. This is mode 2. You move the mode over there. Mode 2. Now start stop. There you lock that stitch. So here we have the creation of the stitch number 19. This is basically it functions like all the other machines, the simple machines, and you have to make sure that when you're using decorative stitches you have to use the peon. It's something to stabilize. It's some other people call them stabilizers. Okay, let's go over to the MC. This is memory. Let's imagine you're gonna make Anne. Your name is Anne. So you press A, then memory, N, memory, and A again. When you want to erase that, you use the C. And C means clear. There is the tension. All the looks and everything is pretty much like any other machine, except that has all those stitches, and all that comes with a price. Initially, this machine cost almost $500. I seen it, the cheapest was $489, and it still costs that much in dependence where you buy it. If you're going to John's Free Fabrics, they still have it for $500. The number MOD 50, this is the 200. There's MOD 100, I have seen it also for $500. I purchased this in eBay, but I don't recommend it for everybody unless you know a lot about sewing and the machines that you can fix them yourself. Let's go over the threading. The bobbin is here, just like you. It has the guide. You put that in, there you go. The spool thread is right over there. That's the reason I got this machine super inexpensive. It cost me less than $200 for the reason that this was broken, but you cannot see what is wrong with it. It was just this thing came off and I had to Gorilla Glue it. That's about it. Here the guide again. Number 1 starts over there. Number 2 is on the back. Number 2, number 3. So there's no miss on this. These new machines, they come out with everything. If this one has a manual, if it doesn't come with the manual that you buy at some place, it could happen. You can always download it, and it tells you exactly each function and what it does and how. This is the bottom hole. It brings a lot of accessories. There's a guy in the Janome. Many people pronounce it differently. I call it Janome. Okay, and the Janome website, it has the machine and it tells you what are the stuff that it's gonna bring. This one have the case, but I don't get excited about the case on this machine because the case here is the new cases. It just have a hole in the top, and we pull this here, and no, well, it doesn't work for me. It's not a cover case that you can carry everywhere, and no, it looks funky. I really don't like it. I have it inside the box. Okay, I think this is pretty much what I can say about this machine. It has 200 stitches. It has the stop and start, so you can use it without using a pedal, but it does bring the pedal with it. It's there. If you lose it, this one is cheap. You can find it in Tiny or Timu or Tamu for $13. So it's not that bad. The spool and some other parts cost much more than that. And some other machines, they have the pedal, when they're missing, they cost $50-$30. This one, you can find it. If you want to find even the one from Janome, you can find it for $29, but you can find a generic one. This other wire here is a simple wire. Yeah, if you lose that, it costs 99 cents at the dollar store. So this is what about it. Let's take a look on the back. The name of Janome, and I put some of that there. Yeah, okay. This is the handle. I'm getting that in there. It's here. This one comes off. This one comes up over there. That's for the twin needle spools. And this one, you see that cut over here? This cut, that cut over there, that's to get the extra table. It's very good for quilting because it's pretty tall over here and it has plenty of space. There's some other, the Q series, they have much more wider and higher here, but this one is good enough for quilting if you want it. This machine is a good investment, but I recommend that whenever you get these fancy machines with so many stitches, don't use so many stitches all the time. And I had two machines. I have my own machine. It's also a Janome. It's a 423S. It works perfectly. So I mostly do sew in there, and here I do the decorations. The letters in there for the alphabet, they're very tiny. You can increase them about 7 millimeters, but that's almost nothing. You can hardly see it, but it's good for a small towel, something small, because those are small letters. Okay, I hope this helped anybody, because I didn't find any tutorials or an introduction to this machine. I don't have no idea, but I can imagine is that when it came out, it was so expensive that there were few people buying it, because the 100 and the 50, they had 50 stitches, but they have enough to be working with it, so there was no need to buy something much more expensive. So people just stuck to the Janome MOD 50 and 130, because they are price wise there's a difference, and there is much better. But this one is, you have the money or the wiseness like I did to get them at killer price, I recommend it. It's a beautiful machine. All those stitches work perfectly. The only thing I recommend is if you have this machine, keep your own one and don't abuse it. Do a project today, then use it 2 or 3 weeks later. If you do it like I used to do with my old brother machine, it comes out of timing. And when a machine gets out of time, you might as well throw it away, because it's gonna cost you a pretty penny to be fixed. I got a man that fixed the machine for $75, and it only lasted 2 weeks, and twice I used it and it came out back. To fix this machine, minimum you have to spend at least $250. So just user friendly. It's not a weak machine, but it's a fancy machine with a lot of stitches, so it does needs special care. Thank you. You have a good day. Bye.